guys? Welcome back to Michigan Muckraker. My name is Michelle. Today is March 9th of 2023. And in this video, I wanted to share with you a press release out of the Michigan Economic Development Corporation about Governor Gretchen Whitmer welcoming the World Economic Forum to Troy, Michigan. But before I get into that, I wanted to say thank you for being here. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Next week, I plan on doing a video on the consumers' energy plans for the 13 dams in this area of Michigan, as well as some interesting information on the founder of the electric vehicle battery plant Goshen. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. It really helps with promoting the video. So, getting into this article. Let's switch it over. Governor Whitmer welcomes World Economic Forum's U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing to Michigan, bringing economic growth and new jobs. Allegedly. Wednesday, June 1st of 2022. Mackinac Island. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer joined state, local, and industry officials during the Mackinac Policy Conference to celebrate the selection of Michigan as the home of the World Economic Forum's new U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing. The World Economic Forum is partnering with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, MEDC, Oakland County, and nonprofit Industry 4.0 Knowledge Center, Automation Alley on U.S. Center, which will be housed within Automation Alley in Troy. Real quick, Automation Alley is a nonprofit Industry 4.0 Knowledge Center and home to the World Economic Forum's U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing. With a global outlook and a regional focus, we facilitate public-private partnerships by connecting industry, education, and government to help businesses stay in business. This is called centralized power, and if you don't know anything about the World Economic Forum, I suggest that you catch up quick. He has a video circulating, Klaus Schwab, about penetrating the cabinets, specifically the Canadian cabinet, but it's obvious that he's penetrated Michigan's cabinet. And personally, I don't like the New World Order, so I like America, so I'm not for this. But anyway, we are thrilled to welcome the World Economic Forum's United States Center for Advanced Manufacturing to Michigan, where our century-long auto manufacturing heritage, innovative businesses, and hardworking people continue to drive the future of the mobility and electrification in the U.S. and around the world, said Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Since I took office, Michigan has added nearly 30,000 manufacturing jobs, many building batteries, electric vehicle, or other advanced mobility products. These investments have cemented our status as the global epicenter of mobility and manufacturing. And with the forum's new center, we will build on that leadership, bringing in even more opportunity for workers and bolstering economic opportunity in every region of our state. Today's investment will ensure that the words "Made in Michigan" carry on for generations. I do find it interesting that if we do sell this land to a Chinese battery company, Goshen, then it says "Made in Michigan," but really it's a Chinese company that came to Michigan and made it in Michigan instead of a Michigan company, or at least an American company. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for wanting "Made in Michigan" to be an American company, but you let me know in the comments, please. The U.S. Advanced Manufacturing Center joins a network of 15 centers that spans 4 continents and is the first center in the world focused on advanced manufacturing. And one more question. Is this what we want, Michiganders? Is that why we voted for Governor Gretchen Whitmer, allegedly? Do we want to be the EV battery capital of the world? And the reason why they're here is for the water. If you know anything about producing electric vehicle batteries, it takes a ton of water. So let that sit on your mind. The U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing will engage the American manufacturing ecosystem to rapidly increase Industry 4.0 adoption through a series of local, state, national, and international advanced manufacturing research-based and pilot acceleration projects. In doing so, it will create a ripple effect, attracting additional advanced manufacturing investments to create additional jobs and opportunities for Michigan's workforce. Allegedly, in theoretically. The goals of the center will focus solely on the future of manufacturing and help solidify Michigan's position as the manufacturing capital of the United States, accelerating the transformation of the advanced manufacturing industry in Michigan and nationwide. We are delighted to join forces with Automation Alley on this new major effort and to work closely with the manufacturing community in both Michigan and across the United States. The new center will help manufacturing companies, including small and medium-sized enterprises, anticipate supply chain disruptions, build resilience, and capitalize on the new opportunities brought by the Fourth Industrial Revolution, said Head of Advanced Manufacturing and Production at the World Economic Forum, Francisco Betti. Through new collaborative efforts and projects, the center will work with leaders from across different sectors to help speed up the transition towards advanced manufacturing and unlock productivity, innovation, and growth while enabling workforce engagement and sustainability at scale. Again, I gotta point the keywords out. We have, go all the way back, collaborative, advanced manufacturing, but mostly productivity, innovation, growth, and sustainability. Those keywords. This, by the way, Agenda 21, this came out in 1992, and they let you know exactly what their ideas are. So it's not a conspiracy, although seems like a lot of conspiracies lately have turned out right, but that is a real book that was written by the United Nations in 1992, and Bill Clinton put it into place in 1993 or 4. Anyway, this is all part of that. This is all about taking away your property rights very slowly and insidiously. Last week, the Michigan Strategic Fund approved a total of $3 million of grants in support of the center over a 3-year term. Oakland County plans to match the funds with $1 million per year for 3 years. So $6 million of taxpayer money is going towards bringing the World Economic Forum, which is a bunch of billionaires, millionaires that want to try to control how things go around the world, and they need $6 million of our taxpayer money to come here? Do you think that's right? Let me know in the comments. Am I making a mountain out of a molehill? Please let me know. The rapid pace of technological change, coupled with geopolitical, climate, and supply chain disruptions, has created an urgency for manufacturers across the globe to adapt advanced manufacturing technologies and practices to remain competitive, said Automation Alley Executive Director and CEO Tom Kelly. This center will ensure all U.S. stakeholders are aligned for shared value creation and to accelerate digital transformation. Manufacturers of all sizes need to pay attention to the rapid pace of technological change to remain competitive and relevant today. Automation Alley is proud to be leading this initiative focused on the most pressing issues around the future of manufacturing operations, workforce development, changing consumer demand, sustainability, standards, regulations, and so much more. Stakeholder capitalism, I think is what they're calling it. But to me, it's communism by another name, because communism is centralized power. If you read it, that's what they want. They want a centralized, food production and stuff. I've read the Communist Manifesto, and I just disagree with communists. I don't like centralized power at all. I think that even if you have saints in the positions, one misstep and millions or tens of millions of people could starve to death, let's say. So there's just too many potential errors, and it doesn't even have to be malevolent. It could just be ignorance that causes deaths of millions of people. So the centralized power, we need to keep our eye on it. Cynthia Hutchinson, Automation Alley's vice president, will serve as head of the U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing. She previously served as the liaison to the World Economic Forum by overseeing the Michigan Advanced Manufacturing Hub. So she's now working for the World Economic Forum as the VP, but she used to work for Michigan Advanced Manufacturing Hub. So she got a promotion for probably giving benefits. It's all a big club, man. It's so... We are going up. It's like David and Goliath, guys. If you don't want the state of Michigan to be just electric vehicle battery plants everywhere, basically the capital of electric vehicles, we are David against the Goliath. This partnership will allow Oakland County, the region, and the state to be a leading catalyst for transformational developments in advanced manufacturing, said Oakland County Executive David Coulter. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well. The U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing will be a good fit for Automation Alley and Oakland County because we put theory into practice with our Project Diamond initiative, which provided $10 million in 3D printers to small manufacturers. We intend to expand on this investment to accelerate the transition toward advanced manufacturing and attract national and international firms to Oakland County. Today's announcement builds on the forum's plans to establish a new global center for urban transformation in Detroit, announced last year, where we'll grow public-private collaboration in cities and advance more inclusive and sustainable models for urban development. This is a part of this UN Agenda 21. I know I keep saying it, but like they really do want to shape the way cities are built and kind of corral us into these cities. It sounds, again, it sounds like a conspiracy, but they tell you. So it's, you know, it's not, I guess it is a conspiracy. They are conspiring, but it's not in secret. It's out in the open. And maybe that just indicates how close they are to reaching their goals. They are so out in the open. It also complements the partnership MEDC has with Automation Alley and the Michigan Manufacturing Technology Center through its Industry 4.0 initiative, launched in 2020, to help small and mid-sized manufacturers prepare for the future of manufacturing. This is all part of the AI and automation takeover. So again, you think that these jobs are going to be here for this Goshen battery plant. They want us in a metaverse. They don't even want us in the real world. And again, this is all connected. The fourth industrial revolution, you need to look into it because again, it's here in a big way in Michigan. We are going to supply the vehicles. That's the plan that Whitmer and Davos in the World Economic Forum have anyway. And if you think that this is about the environment, look into lithium and cobalt mining. This is about power. This is about being able to control your electric vehicle remotely. If you look into Ford's new patent, then you would know this. They just lie. They say it's the green mask, but behind the green mask is this big industry that wants you in electric vehicles so that if you say something that they don't like, they can shut your car off. If you don't pay your bill, they can shut off your radio first week. Second week, they can stop you from using the air conditioning. And then they just shut your car off after a month of not paying. I mean, like, that is a lot of control. That is a lot of power that these people really want. That is why the push for EVs is happening. It's not about the environment. If it was, again, lithium mining, cobalt mining. If you don't know about it, you need to. It's so bad for the environment. And the people that live in those areas with lithium are being pushed out and their water sources are being drained. It's really sad. But anyway, the U.S. Center for Advanced Manufacturing further underscores Michigan's continuing stature as the advanced manufacturing capital of North America and will help Michigan manufacturers to adapt new and innovative technologies to remain competitive well into the future, said Quentin Messer, Jr., CEO of MEDC and president and chair of the MSF board. I know I say it often, conflict of interest, anybody? Through the U.S. Center and programs like our Industry 4.0 initiative with Automation Alley and the Michigan Manufacturing Technology Center, we are strengthening our state's leadership in advanced manufacturing and in the entrepreneurship and job creation this innovation sector supports. But see, here's the thing, it's control. The government is controlling what exactly you can be an entrepreneur in and be successful with the programs like the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. I'm not a fan. The World Economic Forum, established in 1971, is an international non-profit organization that engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. So they tell you what they're doing. They think they know better than you. Do they? As a company that has built a global reputation on its ability to stay on the cutting edge of the hyper-pure polysilicon production for the semiconductor and solar energy industries, Hemlock Semiconductor applauds Governor Whitmer's commitment to building on Michigan's rich manufacturing heritage, said Hemlock Semiconductor Chairman and CEO A.B. Hosh. Well, of course he likes it. He's getting the benefits. He's like, yay, good job, Whitmer. You're giving me so much money. I love you. Our team looks forward to a collaborative partnership that derives investments, promotes sustainability, and reaffirms Michigan's position as the world's capital of advanced manufacturing. Real quick, about Michigan Economic Development Corporation, I want to read this. The MEDC is the state's marketing arm and lead advocate for business development, job awareness, and community development, with the focus on growing Michigan's economy. For more information, blah, blah, blah. So real quick, I want to show you a little bit up close. It says United Nations Program of Action from Rio, Agenda 21, and it doesn't say it on the front there, but it's sustainable development. Yes, United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. So this is a key because of development, like corporations like the MEDC and the MCDC. Sustainable development. That's the book. That's where it all comes from in 92. So please check it out. I hate for you to buy it though, because then you're giving money to the UN. So I don't know what to say about that. Maybe you could find it online. I have one more article that I'm going to share with you, and then a map really quick of something I found pretty interesting. So the World Economic Forum to establish Global Center for Urban Transformation in Detroit. This is from the World Economic Forum themselves, so I thought it would be interesting to go through it. Leaders from Detroit and around the world call for increased public-private collaboration to address the growing challenges facing cities. Yeah, leaders from Detroit and around the world. Public-private collaboration. The new center will mobilize the global business community and key stakeholders to support cities as they chart a course for recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. Detroit will serve as the center's global headquarters, providing a model for more inclusive and sustainable urban development. Media and city leaders can sign up to receive updates and invitations to launch events hosted by the World Economic Forum in October. This was August of 2021. So it's going to be a year and a half. It's crazy how time flies. Detroit, 19 August 2021. The World Economic Forum today announced plans to establish a new global center for urban transformation headquartered in Detroit. The center seeks to increase public-private collaboration in cities and advance more inclusive and sustainable models for urban development. Around the globe, cities are facing unprecedented challenges, from COVID-19 to climate change, exposing deep systemic inequities. Big difference between inequality and inequity, said Jeff Merritt, head of Urban Transformation, World Economic Forum. As we chart a course towards a more sustainable and equitable future, government cannot carry this burden alone. Increased public-private cooperation is essential. Detroit is uniquely positioned to serve as the epicenter for this work, a hub for urban transformation and innovation that the world can look to for guidance and inspiration. The World Economic Forum will leverage its global network of leading companies, governments, civil society organizations, and academic institutions to support cities as they seek to rebuild their economies and forge more resilient communities. This includes mobilizing the global business community to commit expertise and resources in support of local communities, advanced models for inclusive urban development, and exploring new approaches to expand urban services and economic opportunity in low-income and traditionally marginalized communities. Yeah, I would love to know your thoughts about the World Economic Forum being in Michigan. Do you think that it's good that they are guiding the world on what to build? The center will launch in October with a series of events and announcements showcasing innovative models of urban transformation from around the globe. Bedrock, Detroit's largest real estate company, will host the center's work in Detroit, providing a testbed to rethink and redefine the benefits and possibilities of urban living. Excuse me. Bedrock is excited to bring the World Economic Forum and its global platform to Detroit. I'm sure it is. That was Coffee Boner, Chief Executive Officer, Bedrock. This partnership provides an opportunity to showcase Detroit's extraordinary growth and positions Michigan's largest city and international border as a global hub for best-in-class thinking on developing a next-generation inclusive urban economy. I keep saying that, and you know, this next generation keywords, I guess you'd say, they have been in this Goshen marketing, the people that are for Goshen. The Center for Urban Transformation will base its activities in Bedrock's downtown Detroit portfolio, with future intentions to join the developer's plan for the, I don't know how to say that, site. Gratuit site? That's probably French or something, and although I should know, I don't. Which will be at the heart of an innovation district designed to drive economic transformation and create pathways for Detroiters into future high-growth industries. What leaders are saying. This is... Yeah. By 2030, 6 out of every 10 people in the world are expected to reside in cities, said Sharif, Executive Director of UN Habitat. We need an urgent change in mindsets, policies, and approaches towards urbanization to ensure nobody is left behind. We look forward to working with the World Economic Forum to advance the new urban agenda and Sustainable Development Goal 11 to make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Let me read that again really quick. We look forward to working with the World Economic Forum to advance new urban agenda and Sustainable Development Goal 11 to make cities inclusive, safe, and resilient, and sustainable. All those keywords, all those buzzwords, but I wonder what Sustainable Development Goal 11 is. I'm going to look into that, and if I find anything, I'll share with you. Congratulations to the City of Detroit, and thank you to to all the people who championed this iconic American city as home of the World Economic Forum Global Center for Urban Transformation, said Gretchen Whitmer. Michigan has led the way in bringing together public and private sectors to creatively solve issues from transportation to small business relief for decades, and Detroit is the perfect place to leverage that approach to improving urban living worldwide. They would say that because their plans, they have big plans for Michigan. This map will prove it. The World Economic Forum could have chosen any city in the world to locate its Global Center for Urban Transformation, and we are proud that they chose Detroit, said Mayor Mike Duggan. In Detroit, we have always solved major issues and expanded opportunity through innovation and partnership, and that is exactly what the Center for Urban Transformation seeks to do on a global scale. We are thrilled they will be doing it from right here in Detroit. These keywords, man. Innovation, collaboration, and talent converge in Detroit in ways that change the world. And we are proud to welcome the headquarters of the World Economic Forum Global Center for Urban Transformation to the city, said Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist II. We have a generational opportunity to address some society's most significant challenges, from racial inequity to climate change to the future of industry and mobility. This announcement puts Detroit at the forefront of what inclusive and sustainable urban development can and should look like across the globe. Yeah, if you don't get it, it's inequity, it's about equity and sustainability and inclusivity, okay? One thing though, generational opportunity too. That's what I'm talking about. Chuck Thelen, I believe, is the one that brought it up first, which wouldn't surprise me. He's the Goshen VP, and he would know these buzzwords to spout to people that he's trying to convince to accept his plans. As the world looks to address the defining challenges of today, it should come as no surprise it turns to Detroit, said Kraus, President and CEO, Detroit Regional Partnership. This news further validates the Detroit region's standing as an international business hub with the talent and assets companies need to take on complex problems and thrive. The Center of Urban Transformation will not only succeed here because of everything our regional economy offers, its presence will also strengthen our appeal as a global destination for innovation and investment in our future. The role the private sector has to play in the transition from urban living to human living cannot be overestimated, said Miguel Antunes, Global Smart Cities leader of Deloitte Global. Deloitte shares the forum's belief that COVID-19 offers an unprecedented opportunity to reinvigorate the approach to urban transformation and looks forward to work with the center. Yeah, it was an opportunity, unprecedented. Welcome, by the way. Thank you for joining me. The rethinking of cities can bring about a future of urban living that's better for all of us, said Hirsch, founding partner, Utopia. This is why he named his company Utopia. So when you hear me say globalist utopians, I'm talking about the World Economic Forum. I'm talking about all the people like Whitmer who think that they know that they're the anointed ones, as Thomas Sowell said in his book, Vision of the Anointed. They think they know better than we do. I keep saying that, but it's so true, and people I don't think grasp just what that means. Like, they want to tell you what to do because they are smarter and you are a stupid pleb. And I hate that mentality, and I don't like that it's seeping into Michigan, or penetrating into Michigan, rather, not even seeping at this point. It's full force. Building an inclusive economy in Detroit. Oh wait, let me go back up to the utopian here. Public-private partnerships are central to this transformation as these cities find their unique path forward. The center will be a critical platform to bring all pieces together. Building an inclusive economy in Detroit is a priority for the DEGC, and we embrace new partners that are equally committed to creating a major metropolitan city where everyone can thrive, said Kevin Johnson, President and CEO, Detroit Economic Growth Corporation. Oh, there we go, DEGC, add another one. Whether it's small business or large corporations, our focus is on overcoming the barriers to access, be it capital, education, real estate, or jobs, and support from a global resource like the World Economic Forum, I don't know why it says WEC, will create new opportunities for solutions. We are looking forward to working together on advancing Detroit. Tremendous energy is building around the world to build back better, with greater equity, resilience, and sustainability, said Zolgal, lead for global cities, transport, and infrastructure. We are excited to continue our collaboration with the Center and Forum to help convert ambition into reality. I'm going to tell you why the World Economic Forum picked Michigan. And it is their own plans. If you look into Agenda 2050, it's a real thing that these globalist utopians have planned. And this is the map of the 11 megacities that they want in, or mega regions rather, they're not just cities obviously, mega regions that they want in the United States. Nobody will live in their plan. Nobody lives in all of these areas. Everybody is corralled into 11. Does this sound familiar? Have you read The Hunger Games? They had 13. They had 13 in the Hunger Games. But 11 is the number that they have chosen. Now, as you can see, Detroit, this is the largest of all of the regions. That is why the World Economic Forum picked Detroit. They plan on making this the major region of the United States by 2050. Right here. Map above shows a Regional Plan Association's list of 11 mega regions of the United States as part of America 2050 project. In terms of population, obviously this is an estimate. This is their utopian vision. So it might not go this way. We do have a voice. We do have a say in this. But as of right now, everyone's kind of just going along. And I get it. But it's here now, and we need to figure out if we want it. So if you want to be corralled into these 11 regions, then that's your right to feel that way and to think that way. But I don't want to be corralled anywhere. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. It's all elitism, and I'm not for it. I believe every individual has a soul, and they have unalienable rights given to us by intelligent design. That's what I believe. So anyway, Great Lakes, 60 million. And includes Chicago, Toronto, and Detroit. So the World Economic Forum is here, guys. Michiganders. What say you? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week in a video on the dams here in Michigan. Consumers Energy, 13 of them, talking about shutting them down potentially. So it's all connected to this, and I will show you how. So I'll see you in the next video. If you liked this video, please share it and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more about Michigan and Industry 4.0. Have a good weekend.